the controversy isn't over. Tank Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. are on a collision course for an explosive rematch. Controversy, drama, and redemption. Who will rise and who will fall? Let's break it all down. Asterisk.
Hopefully we could get it before... Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
Yeah, it's definitely the one I want next.
Tank want a rematch. Do you, let me know now, do you want to fight Tank again? He said he over to do a rematch. Do you want to fight Tank
100%.
again?
It's only a matter of time. We're going to fight. We're going to fight again. It's just whenever the fight going to happen.
So it's going to happen?
It's going to happen.
Okay. They said they want it in New York again. Do you want to fight again in the Barclays Center?
I wouldn't mind, but I'd love for it to be in D.C.
Okay, cool.
I'd love for it to be in D.C.
Get ready. Boxing fans, the excitement is real. Devin Tank Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. are preparing for an intense rematch after their disputed draw on March 1st. Rumors are swirling that both fighters want to settle the dispute once and for all. Roach's promoter, Gary Jonas, hinted that the rematch is nearly set, stating, "In my mind, it's already agreed upon, just a few details need sorting." With Davis appearing more determined and possibly stepping away from retirement talks, this upcoming fight is shaping up to be an action-packed battle you won't want to miss.
Important question on everyone's mind: how close is the rematch? How big will it be? How close is it to getting done?
It's very close. It's in my mind, it's a done deal, but there are formalities, but it's a done deal and it's not far off. I can't give you more than that right now, but what I can tell you is that it's going to be an interesting fight. I think you got dynamics. You've got Gervonta, who's probably going to be angry, probably woken up, probably more focused than he has been, not talking about retirement. That's a factor.
The first fight between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. on March 1st, 2025, left boxing fans debating and eagerly awaiting a rematch. The Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, hosted the bout, which resulted in a majority draw with scores of 115 to 113 for Davis and two of 114 to 114. A key moment happened in the 9th round when Davis went down on one knee, making many believe it should have been ruled a knockdown for Roach. However, referee Steve Willis didn't call it, leading to heated discussions among fans and experts.
Welcome into the ProBox TV studio. The story we've been dealing with all week, the fallout, of course, from Lamont Roach Jr. and Gervonta Davis. The fight ended up being a majority draw. The controversy around a 9th round knockout that was not called by the referee that would have completely changed the outcome of the fight and perhaps changed boxing history.
For me, Tank Davis fighting a minus 1,600 as your main event odds is crazy to me, dude. That's crazy. That underdog lived up to the hype. He ended up, overperforming. Lamont Roach, credit to him, all this other stuff. And it took some politics to keep Davis as champion. You ever see guys getting the referee their own fight? Dude, anybody else takes that knee, you're getting counted, bro. The referee, actually, his instinct, if you watch that, the referee's instinct was to count. If you notice, Steve Willis started counting, and then he looked at the timekeeper outside the ring, wasn't counting, and he stopped counting. So you get to call your own timeout. Earlier in the fight, if you saw that shoulder barge that Tank did to Roach in the clinch, he didn't get a warning, but Roach's reaction got the warning. This is the politics we're dealing with. You keep doing this, you're looking at short-term money and long-term destruction of a sport.
He take a knee. You need to lose like 10-8 that round at least, no? And plus the corner go up and put it a towel in the face. That's a disqualification for sure. I'm talking about the rules, but it's not my business.
Many critics argue that Davis intentionally took a knee in the 9th round to disrupt Roach's flow and regain his footing by dropping down on purpose. Davis may have been looking for a few extra seconds to recover instead of risking a strong attack from Roach. Fans and analysts alike see this as a clever veteran move to slow Roach's momentum.
When has the last time somebody stood in the pocket versus Gervonta Tank Davis and survived? The last person that attempted to do it was Leo Santa Cruz, and that man's head is still rolling somewhere around the arena. And I say that respectfully with no remorse. That's why what Lamont Roach did last Saturday night was so absolutely amazing. Lamont Roach, in the pre-fight press conference, that was one of the few fighters that was not terrified of Gervonta Tank Davis. That's right. And the man flat out put on a show.
Get your hand out of my pocket!
He proved Two-Tone the Superstar wrong. He proved everybody wrong, and that man went ahead and cooked, and he gets robbed by the New York State Athletic Commission. And these people acknowledge that the knee that Gervonta Tank Davis took was a knockdown. They acknowledge this. They say, yes, it was a knockdown, but now they are saying, well, we don't know how the rest of the fight would have went on. Maybe Tank might have turned up. When the last time you seen Tank turn up? Gervonta Tank Davis might be a front runner. I say that respectfully. And to go ahead and keep it real with y'all, I think that knee that Tank took was because Lamont Roach was in a rhythm and Gervonta Davis tried to throw this man off a rhythm. Do I believe the Murray's sport waves, the soul glow was in his eye? Absolutely not. I believe that man Tank got nerve-eye and said, hold on, this man Lamont Roach is cooking. I need to take me a quick timeout and a quick break. It's nasty. It's horrible. It's disgusting. It's bad enough how hard and difficult it is to beat this man. Most fighters is weight drained. Most fighters has clauses on them. So when somebody who's coming up is able to compete with Gervonta Tank Davis, you handicap the man with trash rulings.
However, boxing fan Leonardus Maximus didn't hold back when discussing the moment in Davis's fight against Roach. He pointed out that Davis was hit with a clean jab, most of the force landing on his left eye, the same eye his corner had, to treat between rounds. Many feel it should have been called a knockdown for Roach. Adding to the post-fight debate, he tweeted, "This doesn't look good for Gervonta Davis. He took a solid jab right on his left eye, the one his corner had, to work on. This should have been an obvious knockdown for Lamont Roach."
It wasn't a braid. It wasn't oil in his eye. Tank got peppered. Jab, jab, cross. Listen to Lamont Roach talk about when he knocked Tank down in the 9th and the 10-8 wasn't called. Even Wild, Lamont Roach is yelling at the ref.
Knockdown that wasn't in round number 9. Gervonta Davis takes a knee, landed a right hand, then 2 jabs afterward. What were you thinking when this happened?
Man, I was surprised, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like I thought it was a 10-8. Like that's what really was going on. Like, but like I was confused when he looked at the ref, but when he took the knee, I was like, and I grasped the concept that he was on the ground. I was like, that's a 10-8. Yeah. Simple.
You asked him, right? Why you stopped?
Yeah, I asked him literally. I said, why you stop counting?
Now, to Lamont's point, you will see it and you will hear it. Him ask the referee to keep counting. Here it is.
Nobody knows what's going on.
ESPN analysts also shared their thoughts on Davis's performance and the controversy surrounding the 9th round. They questioned whether Davis's explanation held up and raised concerns about his readiness. Smith commented, "In boxing, distractions can be dangerous. Champions must be fully prepared, both mentally and physically." Kellerman added, "This situation makes you wonder about Davis's training and focus."
Yo, what's poppin'? It's Rock Solid, the beast of rap. Big baby! Yo, man, I got some good ass videos and takes on this Lamont Roach, Gervonta Davis fight. If you have not seen it, you need to go look at it now. Go look from the first one to the last one, all right? Don't go from the top to the bottom. Go and look for the video I did immediately after the fight and then watch after, bro. Talking about everything. But Stephen A. Smith chimed in on the Gervonta Davis or Lamont Roach fight. I want y'all to know what Stephen A. Smith said.
I was stunned.
Lamont Roach posted this on his Instagram profile. He said, "I gotta stand down and give mad respect to Lamont Roach. Brother fought one hell of a fight. This was a damn close fight. Gervonta taking a knee should have been a knockdown. Either way, Roach has skills, fought his ass off, deserves nothing but respect. He earned the boxing world's attention tonight. He has mine. Thought he'd be too small. I was wrong. Roach is special."
Davis explained that the issue came from a hair treatment he had done 2 days before the fight. He said the grease from the treatment mixed with his sweat, creating a burning sensation in his eyes. During the post-fight interview, he addressed the audience's reaction, saying he was frustrated by the boos and insisted that his actions were purely due to the Irritation, not an attempt to change the fight's flow.
Want that rematch next? And if so, how likely it is that we're to see that fight happen again this year?
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
What is?
You might see it in a minute. You definitely might see it in a minute.
After the fight, Roach's team appealed to the New York State Athletic Commission and NYSAC to change the draw, arguing that the referee missed an important call. Even though the NYSAC admitted the mistake, they kept the original result. This left Roach disappointed, but even more determined to secure a clear win in the rematch.
No timeouts in boxing. Why are you taking? You know that. You should know that. So that's the thing where I'm like confused because that's supposed to be a knockdown. That's a 10-8 round. If that's a 10-8 round, I win the fight. So you know what I'm saying? Like that draw turned into a 115-114 my way.
Going in, okay, it's round 10, right? You see that you down on the scorecard.
For Roach, the rematch is his chance to prove his place among the best in boxing. After the fight, he stated that his performance showed he deserves to be ranked among the pound-for-pound elite. Roach's confidence has been clear on social media, where he has responded to both critics and supporters, even making bold bets on the rematch's outcome.
I just so happen to be a boxing fan that the fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying? Like I really like boxing.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long we taking?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's going to be soon. I'm hoping it's going to be soon. Let's say that.
What is soon to you? When you say soon to me, I'm thinking a month.
I'm thinking July.
I'm thinking July for sure.
Roach entered the fight as the underdog, but left proving many doubters wrong from the start. He displayed skill, toughness, and determination against the highly favored Davis. He landed sharp punches, controlled the tempo at times, and even had Davis struggling. Many believe he should have won, and the majority draw only added to the controversy. Roach didn't just fight, he put on a performance, silencing critics and proving he deserves another shot.
Somebody stood in the pocket versus Gervonta Tank Davis and survived. The last person that attempted to do it was Leo Santa Cruz, and that man's head is still rolling somewhere around the arena. And I say that respectfully with no remorse. That's why what Lamont Roach did last Saturday night was so absolutely amazing. Lamont Roach, in the pre-fight press conference, that was one of the few fighters that was not terrified of Gervonta Tank Davis. That's right. And the man flat out put on a show.
Get your hand out of my pocket!
He proved Two-Tone the Superstar wrong. He proved everybody wrong, and that man went ahead and cooked, and he gets robbed by the New York State Athletic Commission. And these people acknowledge that the knee that Gervonta Tank Davis took was a knockdown. They acknowledge this. They say, yes, it was a knockdown, but now they are saying, well, we don't know how the rest of the fight would have went on. Maybe Tank might have turned up. When the last time you seen Tank turn up? Gervonta Tank Davis might be a front runner. I say that respectfully. And to go ahead and keep it real with y'all, I think that knee that Tank took was because Lamont Roach was in a rhythm and Gervonta Davis tried to throw this man off a rhythm. Do I believe the Murray's sport waves, the soul glow was in his eye? Absolutely not. I believe that man Tank got nerve-eye and said, hold on, this man Lamont Roach is cooking. I need to take me a quick timeout and a quick break. It's nasty. It's horrible. It's disgusting. It's bad enough how hard and difficult it is to beat this man. Most fighters is weight trained. Most fighters has clauses on them. So when somebody who's coming up is able to compete with Gervonta.
Sports analyst Stephen A. Smith raised concerns about Roach's size against Davis. Smith said, I think Roach is too small. That's my main concern. It's not about his skills or anything like that. Other boxing experts agreed, including former interim WBC lightweight champion Ryan Garcia, who remarked, I don't think Roach can handle Tank's power. He's got great technique, but honestly, I don't see a chance.
My picks on 3 fights taking place Saturday night at the Barclays Center in New York City between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach, Gary Russell versus Jose Valenzuela, and Sandor Martin versus Alberto Puello. Gervonta Davis uses knocks somebody out inside of 85 punches because he's clearly capable of that. But I just see this as being a kind of fight where he's going to have to run him down. He's going to have to walk him down, rather, and he's going to have to throw some punches before he ultimately catches him. And that's how I view it. So I'm going to go with more on this particular one. Next up.
For Davis, the rematch is a chance to restore his dominance in the lightweight division. Famous for his knockout ability and previously flawless record, the draw against Roach was an unusual mark on his career that he's determined to remove. Reports suggest that Davis is approaching the rematch with serious focus, possibly putting retirement talks on hold to fully prepare for this crucial fight.
I feel like Tank overall, like the bigger picture, he just wasn't focused for real. He, doing a lot of arguing in the ring and just a lot of stuff that wasn't like, he wasn't just focused. He wasn't all the way locked in the ring. You heard him say something like, it's a lot of things going on outside the ring that he was leading up to the fight, and shit, that's natural, you know what I'm saying? It's normal. Shit, I was going through the same thing with this last fight, you know, so I just feel like he just wasn't focused.
Coach Barry Hunter admitted that Gervonta Davis failed to use his jab effectively at times, allowing Lamont Roach to stay competitive. The jab is an important tool for managing distance and setting up powerful punches, and by neglecting it, Davis made the fight tougher than it needed to be. Additionally, as the later rounds approached, Davis appeared confused about how many rounds were left.
Fight, and if you thought that them knowing each other and growing up together contributed to the performance.
Yes and no. I thought that Tank was boxing early on. I thought we abandoned our jab somewhat in the fight a little bit. But down the stretch, I thought I believe 2 or 3 rounds, I can't remember, Calvin, was one of the rounds that...
We needed 3 rounds, and he it just went like, like we said, we looked at 3 rounds. Barry was calling out, I need 3. We got 1. I need 2.
Boxing expert Timothy Bradley recently discussed Davis's attitude before his rematch with Roach, saying that his confidence regardless of how people see him makes him even more dangerous. Reacting to Davis's relaxed nature, Bradley suggested that Davis has reached a level where outside opinions don't bother him, which could make him even stronger in the ring. He tweeted, "People can say what they want about Davis, but he knows himself. That self-belief is powerful and Roach is going to feel it. I feel bad for Roach." Bradley implies that Davis's mindset could lead to an even more intense and dominant fight.
Right? The first one we saw was he stood alone. He stood alone on the platform. He did the whole conference by himself, right? Press tour by himself, and he did his thing. You know what I'm saying? I respect a man that can stand on his own 2 feet, for real. But this one right here, having that picture leak, him looking real zesty, and not giving a fuck. Whoo! Trying to tell y'all, my man is on a new level. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know that song? We on a new level. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. Yes, my dude is on a new level, man, because he know who he is. There's a power in knowing who you is. Most people don't know who the hell they are, right? They don't know who the hell they are. They think they know, but they really don't know who they are. It takes you a while to figure out. We're constantly evolving as a human, right? Constantly evolving, right? But now he know. Tank know now. So that's why he don't give a damn. Having that power, that superpower, not giving a damn. And see, that's the reason why I can come to you guys, come to YouTube. I can, sit in front of you. I can hear the boos. I can hear the, you didn't beat Pacquiao. I can hear the big head, the milk dud, the coon, all the names that everybody always call me. That's why I can sit here and just still be myself and do what I do, because I just don't give a about what anybody thinks. And Tank has gotten that superpower too now, baby. He just don't give a. Tank gonna be Tank. Tank gonna do what Tank gonna do. That's just it. Whether he looking zesty or not, he know who he is. There's a superpower to that. And guess who he gonna take that out on? He gonna take that out on Lamont Roach, man. I feel sorry for Roach. Roach is a good fighter, man. He's a good fighter. He is. But I'm telling you, this Tank right here is different. It's a different dude. Alright? Did y'all see the weight too? Did y'all see the weight? The dude can fight tomorrow. The dude can fight today. The dude can fight whenever. It's a few weeks away, a few months away from the fight. Woo. I'm telling y'all, locked in.
Lamont Roach Sr. is firm in his belief that his son, Lamont Roach Jr., won the fight against Gervonta Davis. He argues that his son outperformed Davis and should have been given the win. When he says we should have had our hand raised, he's making it clear that he feels the result was unfair. Roach Sr. also points out that the fight wasn't just about power and aggression, but was a highly technical battle. He describes it as a high IQ fight, meaning both boxers carefully studied each other's movements, set traps, and avoided mistakes rather than just throwing punches wildly.
We should have got a decision, but this boxing, we didn't. It was a great fight, like I expected. But I knew my son was game. Training camp, he was so focused and locked in. I knew that we was gonna put on a great performance, and it was kind of like stolen away from him a little bit with the decision. But the world got to see how good he is, so that's the plus to come out of this. So he really stamped himself in the boxing world.
During the early rounds, both fighters were cautious, analyzing each other's tactics instead of jumping into heavy exchanges. Roach Sr. noted that there were small strategic adjustments and smart moves that only experienced fighters or experts would fully notice. This part of the fight was more about being clever and out-hinking the opponent rather than overpowering them with sheer strength.
Self in the boxing world, more so with this performance. So like I say, that's why it's bittersweet.
Is it a difficult one to take because of the controversy certainly surrounding the Tank taking the knee moment and then, like I say, not getting it on the scorecards?
Yeah, I thought we won without it, to be honest with you. I thought we didn't need that. We shouldn't have needed that either to get to the decision. I can't see him winning 7 rounds that fight.